Yes, I did lodge a complaint against him, but it seemed of no effect. He pulled some strings and just got himself free in no time, even before the case could go to the court for hearing. You're right. Perhaps Manish is someone who isn't gonna change ever. And I was a fool to believe that my love would change him eventually. Thank you so much, Rakesh, for hearing me out. I know I had been rude to you at many occasions in the past, especially that final year fest where I got a little bit drunk and you were trying to help me out to get out of the dancing area. I'm sorry for all those incidents, replied Payal, sounding grim and lost at the same moment. It's okay, yaar. Chill. Don't have to be sorry about anything. Besides, I also made mistakes. I also behaved rudely with you and disrespected you unknowingly at times. So we are even. Also, I want to tell you, love is something that just happens all of a sudden. You don't have a control over it. So don't blame yourself for making the wrong choice. We all do mistakes, yaar, and learn from it. Now, let's just leave the past and rekindle the friendship since I'm here for you now. Let's raise our toast to the newfound friendship, retorted Rakesh to cheer up Payal up a little. Cheers to friendship. I never had imagined that sharing this burden with you would be so much relieving. Acha, enough of my life and my story. What about you? How's your life going? And what happened to you and Monica? You guys are together in the final year, as far as I can recall. So, are you guys happen to be together now? I guess. That's Payal, trying to sound a little bit cheerful. Nah. We are not together anymore. It's almost been a year and a half now that we have parted our ways. It just happened that I wanted something in my life and she wanted something different, and things were just not going right in our relationship. So it was best that we parted our ways and go individually in our own ways. After that, I went on a series of dates and also had a few relationships, but it didn't last long. Since somewhere down the line, I felt that those relationships weren't the ones that I was looking for, and somewhere I felt that I was just wasting my energy and time on some relationship which I don't want, where I don't see a future. So I make made up my mind and happen to be single now and focusing on myself and enjoying my life in my own way. Nice. But don't you feel lonely at times? Also, how is quarantine treating you? Came the came a prompt reply from the other end. Yes, it sometimes do feel terrible being alone without someone special or close in your life. But somehow I just end up convincing and consoling myself in my own way. Acha, quarantine life. It's going good. It's going good. It's going good at times, and at other times it's going bad. I am still trying to adapt to this new way of life. Sometimes this living all alone away from your loved ones, mm, in a in this troubled times, tears you apart. But I just manage to buckle myself up and start moving on, thinking that the better days are gonna be coming soon. Also, the matter of fact that staying positive and balancing my life to this house arrest thing is really difficult at times. How about you? How are your quarantine days going? Oh God, don't tell me. They are really becoming hectic. Managing office and household chores together, but somehow I'm just enjoying it. I'm working out time for things which I didn't get um, time previously, and also trying to learn a lot of things like cooking, for instance. As a matter of fact, I do somewhere feel that we are quite privileged. At least we have a roof under our head and food, sumptuous food to feed ourselves. There are others who are still struggling to get food and have a home for themselves, since they have lost their jobs. I really wish that I had enough influence and resource to do something for the larger mass. Replied Rakesh quite deeply and went on to describe the small act of humanity that he had witnessed few hours back. The two of them went on long chatting on various topics as to how the uh, economy crisis will follow after the pandemic, and how things gonna be different out there after we come out of this situation. Also some political discussions as well, and they found out that they are quite similar yet quite different to each other, something they haven't had figured out back in college. This session was quite relieving to each other, and they got to figure out a lot of things between them which they didn't figure out previously. Hey, good morning, texted Rakesh the next day after they had chatted almost whole night long yesterday. Hey, yeah, good morning. You are up already? I barely want to leave the bed this early, came the reply from the other end. Yeah, had to leave the bed since I had gym sessions beginning online in few minutes. Oh ho, looks like someone's training quite hard these days. even joining online training gym sessions. I'll give a break from the regular training session today and prefer to catch some sleep, replied Payal, and went back to cuddle with her pillow for some time before the daily hustle would commence. Rakesh read the message and giggled to himself as he realized that her attitude hasn't gone a major transformation despite all the hardship she had faced. The day, the day went on as usual. Rakesh got preoccupied with his daily routine. As he took a break for lunch, he thought of checking out on his friends who were around the city, but nobody seemed to pick up his call. Perhaps they were busy in their own lives just like him. So he thought of calling his school friend, and fortunately he replied, and they went on to chat for a long time. Besides the fact that Rakesh was missing his friend circle a lot. The conversation went on for almost close to an hour, after which he went back to work as usual. Today, on contrary, Rakesh had less work. So he quickly finished and went to the porch upstairs to get some fresh air. It's been long that he had been in the open sky. As he strolled, he texted the Payal, "Hey, what's up?" Rakesh scrolled through his phone and even completed one mission of the game Call of Duty. But still, as usual, no reply from the other end. Rakesh checked on the time and saw that and realized that she might be busy with her office work. So he strolled for a few more minutes, fidgeting with his phone and completing few more rounds in another game of PUBG. Payal, who had started the day quite late today, as usual, was toiling hard with her office work as well as her household work, so much so that she had no time to have a proper lunch. It was almost close to 7:30 p.m. that she finally managed to complete her office work. She heaved a sigh of relief as she was finally done with her office work. So she thought of relaxing herself and hence went to refresh herself and grab a snack quickly and switch on the smart TV to finish the remaining episode of the latest season of the TV series Money Heist. As Payal sat on the sofa munching and was about to start with her Netflix date, her phone began to ring. She almost forgot about her phone all the day, as she had never heard it ringing until now. After she had blocked Manisha's number from her contact list, who by now would have made her go crazy by calling up and blabbering the same old story which she knows is a blunt lie by now. And hence, it took a long time for her to get the phone, by which the phone stopped ringing. She unlocked the phone to find that it was a missed call from her mum. She usually called her at this hour, unlike today, and also saw Rakesh's message, to which she just quickly replied, "Don't tell yaar. Today had been quite a stressful day at work. Talk to you later." With this, we come to an end of today's episode in Love and Quarantine. I hope you guys are enjoying, but I don't see much of your comments. Why, guys? What's wrong? Just it's free. You can comment, like, share, subscribe. Do it. What are you waiting for? Just do it. Come on, let's. I want around 200 likes in this video. Otherwise, so that I can make the next video, and continue with my podcast sessions. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Stay safe and stay indoors.